On June 27, Joe Biden was in Atlanta. It was for his debate with Donald Trump, and it did not go well. Biden stuttered, his voice was raspy, his words were inaudible. He made Trump look better, which sounds almost impossible, but it did happen. So all in all, it was a disastrous performance, the final nail in the coffin for his presidential campaign. Since then, a lot has happened. Biden dropped out of the race. He passed the torch to Kamala Harris. She is now the presumptive Democratic nominee. Yesterday, Kamala Harris returned to Atlanta. She was in the city for a rally, and it could not have been more different.
When the beat drops, we got to pick that thing up. Y'all ready?
There was music, even some dancing. Looks like the Democrats got their mojo back, and we can understand why. They have a younger candidate, a fresh boost of cash, and a chance to create history.
So the momentum in this race is shifting. And there are signs that Donald Trump is feeling it. You may have noticed. So last week, you may have seen, he pulled out of the debate in September he had previously agreed to.
Kamala Harris seems to be in high spirits, and why wouldn't she be? Look at this poll, a new poll. It looks at 7 battleground states. Kamala Harris is leading in 4 of them. In Michigan, she's up by 11%. In Arizona, Wisconsin and Nevada, it's a 2% lead. In Georgia, Harris and Trump are tied. In Pennsylvania, Trump has a 4% lead. In North Carolina, he's up by 2%. This new poll is a turning point. Until now, Donald Trump was leading in these states. He had the advantage, but Kamala Harris has now wiped those gains. She's closing the gap, at least according to polls, and the two look locked in a dead heat. Now, quick primer here. American states are typically blue or red. That means they either vote Democrat or Republican. Blue for Democrats, red for Republicans. It rarely changes. But then there are battleground states, also known as your swing states. They can vote either way. They swing. Whoever wins these states wins the White House. And Kamala Harris is conquering these swing states now. In fact, she's making nationwide gains. Here's another poll. 43% say that they will vote for Harris. 42% say that they support Donald Trump. So it's another lead for her, albeit slim. Remember, she joined the race just weeks ago and looks like her campaign is already working. She's tapping into the Gen Z, calling Trump weird and trying to rally America's minorities. But here's something we must add. Polls can often go wrong. Take 2016, for example. Hillary Clinton was in the lead, yet it was Donald Trump that won the election. Which brings us to the former US president. Until 3 weeks ago, Trump looked invincible. He was the younger candidate. He survived an assassination attempt. He was being crowned America's hero. How did he squander those gains? Well, maybe it was complacence. With Biden, Trump did not have to do much. He just had to stay quiet and wait for the US president to mess it up. He put Biden's health at the center of his campaign. But now he faces an entirely different candidate. A black female vice president who's almost 2 decades his junior.
Well, Donald, I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you got something to say,
Trump's VP candidate J.D. Vance is telling donors that this is a setback for their campaign. So what is Trump's game plan now? It appears to be airtime. Donald Trump is going back to his showman roots. He's doing interviews and launching attack ads against his new opponent.
Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
This is America's border czar, and she's failed us. Under Harris, over 10 million illegally here. 250,000 Americans dead from fentanyl. Brutal migrant crimes. And ISIS now here.
Will this work? Immigration has been Kamala Harris's weak point. In the Biden administration, she was in charge of dealing with immigration from Central America. She failed. She couldn't stop border crossings. In fact, on her watch, they were at a record high. So the Republicans call her a failed border czar, but Kamala Harris is trying to flip that script.
As president, I will bring back the border security bill that Donald Trump killed, and I will sign it into law and show Donald Trump what real leadership looks like.
Harris has even launched a new ad campaign, hitting back with the same message. So the US presidential race is heating up again. Right now, Kamala Harris has the momentum. Donald Trump is sharpening his attack. And both candidates are flooding the airwaves. With just 98 days to go, this could go either way. We're tracking it for you.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. For the first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital.